Alright people, I have added a dozen mods to my list. These are mods of many categories: armors, automatrons, settlements, etc. So the first is Doll on Dog. This is a funny little mod that I added a long time ago, but it just wasn't appearing for me at first. So it's at the chem bench under the miscellaneous tab. There are 4 different accessories that you can make, including Vault Boy, Vault Girl, this cat and chicken, and Jangles the Moon Monkey. So you could just, put this on dog meat like normal. I didn't even check if this was compatible with other combat armors. I have to check for that. But it's a nice little funny little mod, and it's a keeper for me. So next is the personal flyable vertibird. To get started, I recommend going to the chem bench and creating the additional items that come with this mod, like the holotape and some rings for followers. Craft the vertibird and landing pads in the workshop menu under the special category. This mod appears to be best used with followers, as one of the main features is multiple companions can ride in the bird in a realistic way. You can give companions items to determine where they'll sit or stand when riding in the vertibird. In a realistic way, it can hold 5 companions, 6 if you count dog meat. But it can hold even more, but you will have clipping, such as 2 characters sitting in the same seat, etc. So it comes with a pilot that will jump out and guard the area when the vertibird lands. I really love that feature. And you can call the vertibird to your location and send it away remotely. It has many different weapons to choose from, like 5mm, lasers, plasma, missiles, stuff like that. And it has manual flight controls as well, but I could not get them to work properly. So this is the best vertibird mod in my opinion. Like, nothing else compares, and it's quickly becoming one of my favorite mods, period. So next is the Airship player home. This is a mobile settlement mod. You get to have your own Pridwin. So I finished decorating the place and I really like this mod. I think it has a lot of potential. I have had some problems with this mod, however. I'm thinking there's something wrong with the nav meshing maybe, because my companions appeared to move around fine, but some of the settlers would not walk to their post. The most interesting feature of this mod to me, however, is it has a loading cell that shares the same build space and info. So you can build in the area where Elder Maxon usually stands, and then you can load into the area where Ingram and Tegan are, and you can build there as well. So you can head to the front and interact with the steering wheel, and you can fast travel to a few locations. So my main issues with this mod was there's so many times where the ship is just invisible when it's like, floating in the air, and all you see is like the vertibirds and the racks and like some doors. So I will try to see, what's causing that problem. Maybe I need to bring it down in my load order, but if I could avoid that problem, this is definitely a keeper for me. Next is the AKM Assault Rifle by Gabber. This mod also comes with a bayonet knife that you can use for melee purposes. There's so many ways to acquire this gun. You can get it from the drop list, the vendor list, random loot containers, or you can just go and craft it at the chem bench. This gun feels and sounds great. You can use some duct tape and other junk to attach the knife onto the gun for more gun bashing damage. There is a unique version in the Gunner's Plaza that I'll get to it later in another video, because I have mods to show off in that area as well. So I like this mod, and I love that it has the damage modifier, so it can hang with the unbalanced enemy mods that I have in this game. I am definitely keeping this one. Up next is Return to Classics T60. This is in the Cambridge police station in a hand-placed chest. So I like the look of this thing, not just because it's T60, but it looks a bit more like combat armor than it does the old school power armor. So there is a version with the BOS logo on the chest, but I have no idea how to get this thing without using a file explorer. So maybe you can apply it to an armor workbench after being initiated by Paladin Dance. But either way, I'm keeping this one. Good job, I love it. Next is Minutemen Paint for all power armors. This is a cool mod because I like the Minutemen and I do like T45, but you guys all know that the T60 is my favorite. So I have had this mod for a long time. This is one of the first mods that I ever had. So I love it. I don't know if these textures are 2K or 4K, but I love the quality of them. I think they're highly detailed and they just look really well done. So there's two colors that you can choose from. You can choose the Minutemen Gray or you could choose the Minutemen Blue. I think the blue looks better, but you can choose to have both if you want. I got the paint after helping the settlers at 10 Pines Buff and then returning to Preston Garvey, and then, you know, he started calling me General. Next up is Automatron Robot Faction Paints. I love this one. I feel it should have been in the game by default. So you can get the paints for these the same way you would get the paints for power armors. I didn't get the Institute paint because that would require me to do the very last mission of the Institute playthrough, and that would just take too much time. So I got the Minutemen and the BOS paints. At first I thought I'd be stuck using this bright ugly orange one for the BOS, but there's also a black color as well, so thank goodness for that. It is safe to ESL and I have no problems with this one, so it's definitely going to be a keeper for me. Next is the Provisioner's Backpack by my guy M150, always holding it down in multiple games, so shoutouts to you. You can craft this at the chem bench. On the in-game description, to my knowledge, it did not tell you any of the bonuses that this backpack gives you, but the bonus is plus 35 carry weight. So I think the backpack will look good on cross pre-war cybernetics because of how big it is, and I actually like this one. I use it for my provisioners, so I'm gonna keep this one as well. We are at exactly 570 mods. I never thought that I'd see this much and have it be this stable, but I have taken my time adding and testing these mods, taking notes of bugs and making sure that, you know, I do everything I need to do, read the description so I can maintain stability. This video was a bit longer than usual, so if you're still here, I thank you for watching, and hit the like button to make this video more relevant. Leave suggestions in the comments below to let me know what mods I should try out next, and I will see you all later.